This week, we head to Texas Hill Country and spend a week in Fredericksburg attending the RV Entrepreneur Summit. On our way to Fredericksburg, Texas, spent the night at Camp Walmart. Really cool converted bus that was parked next to us.
Where are you off to?
We're eventually off to LA and then Sequoia. Gonna go through Sedona, Flagstaff, through the Grand Canyon.
Safe travel. All right.
Always a reach away.
Off to Texas Hill Country.
Let's do it.
Ready for a cave tour?
I am.
This will be our third cave.
Yeah, we did the 2 in Kentucky. Do you?
Just 2 of you?
It's 2 of us, yes.
Right.
Oh yeah? Ferrite. Like meteorite. This is the stuff stars are made of. I got it.
He's so fluffy. Colton's going to tell us about the Caverns of Sonora.
Yeah, so the family has owned and operated the land since 1905. The development of the carbide lamp, there's one right down there, the old miner's headlamps. That really kicked off caving for these guys, so made you hands-free while you're going through a cave, crawling. In 55, they crossed a ledge into the more active section of the cave. They discovered a whole other, I think almost 3 miles of cave passage. Drip by drip by drip by drip, you're growing cave formation. And you will see quite a few drips in this cave.
It's a state felony to touch or damage the cave in any way.
Oh shoot.
No touching.
A steak.
That Bria, that's CJ and that's Katie.
Don't touch.
That was a lot of fun.
That was.
Good way to spend 2 hours.
Okay, my love. To the hill country.
Let's do it. To the Hill Country. Ba-da-da-da.
Welcome to Fredericksburg.
Welcome. Look at all this.
First of all, where's your coffee?
I need to make some.
I can tell. You look like a man in dire need of caffeine.
Uh-huh.
So, we just spent a whole week in Fredericksburg, and this is the first time we're picking up the camera and filming.
We are in Fredericksburg for the RV Entrepreneur Summit, which just ended. It was a summit put on by Heath and Alyssa Paget for current RVers, people who are prospective full-time RVers, to really sit down and talk about how to become an entrepreneur on the road. Even people who aren't RVers but travel all the time, a way to be mobile and make a living and start your own company. And I have to say, thank you Heath and Alyssa for letting me put on my attendee-led meetup about how to self-publish a book and the process that I went through to write Take Risks. Now, we'll show you a few clips from that, but if you guys want to see the full uncut version of that video, head on over to Patreon and become part of the WTR family.
Joe published our first book last October, so we wanted to share what that process is like to write and self-publish a book. So I'm going to hand it to Joe since he actually wrote the book and let him share his journey.
Not only are we going to talk about writing and self-publishing a book today, but I also want to talk a bit about why you should consider making a book part of your income strategy. I mean, I honestly think after I read or reread my first draft of the book, I was like, this sounds like a children's book. I'm like, who's going to want to read this thing? And it took a lot of massaging, a lot of Kate's hard work and other people reading the book to get it to where it is now. And the fantastic thing for me has been going back through, reading the Amazon reviews of the book, and people saying that the book changed their lives. They were inspired by it. And that's really all I wanted. I wasn't worried about how much money we'd make on the book. I wasn't worried about whether people would actually really read it. I was just hoping that at some point I would get the book done and it would inspire at least one person to make a change in their life, which it did. So that was that. And I think we are well out of time. So thank you, everyone.
I think you should explain why we didn't film.
We didn't film because, one, we wanted to take some time and explore the city. But the other was we wanted to be very present at the summit. When you pick up a phone and you're filming, you're looking through another lens. And it's very hard, you're more focused on what the shot is and what you're doing rather than the information that's being presented to you. So it was a real good reason for us to put the phones down for a week and really focus.
Thank you everyone who attended the RV Entrepreneur Summit and sharing your knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just overwhelming how giving
This
community is.
Yeah.
Let's just go through a really quick list of all the awesome people that we got to connect with and reconnect with.
Jill Sessa.
Who we met before we even got on the road and encouraged us then, just like she was encouraging us now, to get on the road and making it work. We also met Nicole and Grantley. Howdy, y'all.
Y'all were great. We really enjoyed spending time with y'all in the van.
And speaking of y'alls, Tammy and Eric of Techno RV.
They were helping us work in y'all. Kate has taken to it much better than I have.
And the next thing I'm working on is fixin' to.
Fixin' to. Well, I'm fixin' to have some coffee after this video.
But really awesome to meet Jessica from Exploring the Local Life. And Joe was quite the barista this whole week. You made coffee for Kenny, of Kenny and Sabrina at Moving Forward Adventures.
Yes. I made numerous coffee for myself. Kenny told me that his coffee hasn't tasted good since he had mine. So Kenny, thank you for that compliment, and I seriously hope that you're able to up your coffee game after our discussion.
Oh, and we should thank Joe and Rhonda of The Giving Print for the awesome photo we now have hanging in our van. Great hanging out with you guys in the jacuzzi.
Yes, that was a jacuzzi meetup. I love it. We also got to reconnect with Chris and Sheree from Technomedia.
We haven't seen them since Florida, almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, at least 2 years ago.
And most importantly, we got to see Kiki.
Yes, Kiki. John and Nadia of Roaming Remodelers.
That's a tongue twister. Say that 10 times in a row.
John and Nadia of Roaming Remodelers. Thank you guys so much for letting us share your site, but you know what I'm really going to thank you for. So Kate and I were hanging in here with Nicole and Grantley, just enjoying the day. And someone comes by and says, "Is this site 52? We're like, "Yeah." And I go, "Okay, be right back." She takes off. A minute later, she comes over, she goes, "Okay, you guys ready for the tour?" Well, we didn't sign up for it, but John and Nadia did. However, they canceled. The cancellation didn't make it into the paperwork.
About 60 to 70 people descended on the van.
Yes. And Kate did an amazing job of getting people in and out. We had to do 1 to 2 people. They would pop in. Kate would give them a quick thing, hand them a flyer. Next 2 people, next 2 people.
But a big thank you to you both for letting us share your site with you.
Yes.
Which happened to be right next to Nathan and Marissa and Hensley of Less Drunk, More Journey. So it was nice to hang out with them too and getting to spend time to get to know them. It's been so incredible.
Yeah, and
the connections we've made.
It really goes back to the reason we didn't film. We could have tried to collaborate with people, made videos, but the limited time we had at the conference would have been spent trying to put that together rather than really getting to know people. And again, to Kate's point, this community has been amazing. We've met a lot of fantastic people who are, a lot of them aren't even on YouTube or social media. They're doing something else on the road. And it's so great to meet all those people and find out what their story is. So I think that was my favorite part of the conference. It was great to meet y'all. Let's just put it that way. Someone said they were going to do a drinking game for every y'all that went into the video. So hope y'all are having fun. I think it's time for me to get a cup of coffee going, and we're actually headed to San Antonio.
Yeah. You want to close this video out
Sure.
before you make coffee?
Yeah, I think that's an appropriate thing to do.
Okay, here
All right.
goes.
Well, thank you all for...
Wait, I gotta move the camera.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
now we're ready.
Are we set?
Yes.
Well, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if y'all haven't already. And if you want to see the camper van series from the beginning, click right up here. As I mentioned before, if you want to see the full presentation I did about how to self-publish a book, go to the WTR family on Patreon and you can watch the whole thing there. We will see you next Wednesday. Bye.